Good morning, folks. I'm going to be very quiet to see if Doug wakes up. Currently, he's sleeping really comfortable on the bed upstairs. It's minus 17, it says on the thermometer outside, but it says minus 24 on the internet. Oh man, minus 5 today, minus 14 tonight. Yeah, see, Ottawa says minus 17 or minus 15. So, like I said, it's 17 on my wall there. But the wind chill is 23 below. Minus 13 tonight in Ottawa. But then then it's starting to warm up after that. What a brutal stretch the last 5 days have been. The house just cracks at night because the temperature changes so fast. Let me just get this chat up here so I can see what's going on. Bear with me, folks. I'm just getting the chat window open here so I can read. The Doug is still sleeping. There's no creaking upstairs. He woke me up. Now with this, well, it's going to change after this weekend with the time change, but now that it gets brighter in the morning, he can see around the yard. So as soon as he can start seeing like the dusk, you know, and it's just starting to get a little bit bright, just enough that you can see silhouettes, you know, that's when Doug sits up and starts looking around and shaking the bed. Oh, I just heard a crack. Yep. He can hear me talking. Yeah. Is he coming? I can hear him walking around upstairs. Awful lot of walking around, Doug. I think he's coming. Or he's just going to a new position. He might be laying right in front of the window. Yeah, still. No, here he comes. Oh man, how does he know? Doug, how do you know? Hey, how do you know? What a dog. See, he doesn't even pay attention to me, eh? Comes downstairs, just like, okay, where are the treats? Look at this. Folks, he never does this unless I have the camera running. Okay, this is, I don't know how he knows this. I do not know. How do you know? Man, that is just crazy. Because I come down here every morning. It's the same thing, you know. I come down and like he doesn't do this. I usually don't see Doug in the mornings. What a dog. What a dog. He knows I'm streaming. Doug, you're so bad. Oh man, you kill me. You kill me, dog. Because like I'm like I'm not lying, folks. I come down here in the mornings and even if I'm calling somebody, you know, FaceTiming somebody or talking to somebody on the phone, he never comes down, never appears. He sleeps the whole time. But I don't know how he knows that streaming is different. Because, you know, I'm talking. Like, how does he know? Yeah, see? Look at this. Doug, how do you know? I don't know. This is crazy stuff, folks. I'm having a hard time here. So I should have got a spoon, eh? Oh, that's hot water. Okay, we'll let that sit a little longer. Okay, let me grab some treats here. We'll get Doug. We'll get Doug some treats. Yes, Doug. What a dog. What a dog. Hey, how do you know the difference? I really would like to know this. Like, what is different in the mornings that triggers you that you know that it's time for a snack, eh? At least I don't get this kind of attention when I don't stream, eh? I don't. I don't. It's like, but I'm not doing it. Diane, I'm sitting here. It's the same thing in the mornings. Like, I come down here and I open my computer and I check my mail and I have a, get my tea ready and sometimes I talk to friends, on FaceTime or I talk to people on the phone and, do my socializing and then he never appears. Like sometimes I'll go do the chicken or the chicken the duck egg run in the morning and sometimes I have to call him from upstairs sleeping. Like he still hasn't come downstairs yet, So I don't know how he knows the difference between streaming and a phone call. Hey, how do you know the difference? Right? How do you know? How do you know? Right? How do you know, dog? Right? What a dog. A mouse fart. Oh, Doug knows all the sounds. The sound of the plastic bag on cheese, knows that one down. Or the plastic bag on pepperettes in the fridge, that one. Whoa, look out. The drool for that one, because I only give him the tip of the pepperette. I eat the rest. And the drool's bad. It's like it's instant, just pours out of his mouth, eh? Doug. Oh, you love these, don't you? Right? You're being so gentle this morning. Is this the new way of operating? Well, that's our first pack of kangaroo pepperettes. I wonder what kangaroo pepperettes would taste for humans. That'd be interesting. I bet you a kangaroo probably tastes really good. I wouldn't doubt it's probably like deer. I could eat a kangaroo. I wouldn't have a problem with that. They're cute, but they're still, meat's meat. It's like. Oh man, he's dog. Over here. Come here. Sit. He's being so good. He's just sitting there and he's so good. You got 59 ducklings yesterday, and you'll soon be on your way to 200 chicks. You're gonna get chickens too? Stores getting rid of them for 50 cents each. Oh, because it's so cold. Where are you, Arctic Fox? Where are you that they have ducklings and chicks this early in the year? Because this is early. Because they're not offering chicks. Northern West Michigan, okay. And winter's hanging on a little bit long for you too, eh? Oh, come over here and show everybody how pretty you are. Oh, now we're gonna go get a big close-up cam of Doug. All right, hey Doug. Kangaroo tastes like venison? And that's Jenny from Kangaroo Land is filling us in on this one? I could eat kangaroo. Maybe I should go to Australia and hunt kangaroo. Oh, that's hot. Going to like some kind of African safari type deal, you know, in Australia hunting kangaroo, and then have a big kangaroo roast live on YouTube. But the vegans would get us then, and I'm screwed then. Anything, you got to be careful now. Everything is taboo subject now. You know, everything. You can't be real about anything. Actually, I was looking. I mean, I watch a lot of animal rescue channels. Okay. Rescuing dogs, third world countries. Watch a ton of it, and like in India, Africa, some South American, but it's mostly India and Thailand and Bangladesh area, that kind of stuff. You know, the I guess the Asian countries rescuing dogs, and some in Spain. Victor, actually, watch him, and. Now YouTube, you can't show the dog if he's really hurt. I'm like, what the hell? You know, how are you supposed to? You know, like it's unbelievable. There's actually some animal channels that have gotten strikes because they were showing the animals hurt. If you don't show them hurt, how can you show that you're rescuing them? You know, like I'm telling you, YouTube has gotten real off their edge. You know, it does. I don't get it. Don't understand what they're doing. Or deleting comments. Did you see that one, folks? All the comment deleting that's going on? Hey, come on up and say hi. Come on. Come on up. Come on up here, little dog. Oh, the little dog, eh? Look how small he is. His head, folks, is as big as mine. It's bigger than mine, actually. My hat won't fit his head. Vista, even if you age restrict your video, you're not allowed to do it. So age restricting it so that kids can't watch it, you still can't do it. Like, I know they shoot roos in Australia because I've watched lots of roo shooting videos. The guys that have, there's professional gun guys that that's all they do is hunt roos and get them off the farmers because they're rodents, basically. I watch a lot of different stuff on YouTube, folks. I watch a lot. Speaking of that, I want to share something with you. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to share something with you. I gotta open my mail to find the link. I got to share this with you, folks. This is, I hope I can find it easy. It's a, okay, Doug, don't pan, please. Okay. See, now he's looking at the bag, panting. Okay. Yeah, I love you too, Doug. I gotta share this with you. I really do. It's very important. It's very important. I think this is it. I better make sure I share the right link. I don't want to share something graphic with you here this morning on the Duck Adventure in case there's a kid watching. You know, just in case. We got to be careful in case children are watching now about everything, or snowflakes. You know, that could be another one too. Snowflakes. Is this the right one?
What would you?
Yeah, this is it. Okay. This video, folks. Now, you don't need to watch it right now, okay? But I really, really, really recommend you watch it later. I don't know how long it is. I can't remember how long it is. It's like maybe 10 minutes. Is it 10 minutes long? Let me just see. Go here. How long is it?
What would?
It's 21 minutes. Sorry, it's 21 minutes. So if you got a short attention span, you might not get to it, the whole thing. But you really should watch the whole thing. Okay? I can't stress enough. You got to watch it. It sums up by a really big YouTuber. Oh, Doug. What happened last year on the Duck Adventure. It's unbelievable. And he's a big YouTuber, really big. Come here. You know, what happened to the ducks last year happened to a lot of people. And it ain't good news. Anyway. But you got to watch it. Somebody sent it to me. Who sent it to me? So somebody with the last name Garden in her username. She sent it to me. And I watched it. It was a little bit depressing watching it because at the halfway point, that's when it really got It really pertained. It was like mirrored image, mirror of looking. It was like me looking in the video camera, explaining what happened to us here at the Ducks. Oh, you can't use links here. Okay, what I'll do? I'm gonna know what I'll do. Know what I'll do? I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna put it in the description of watch this video. I put it this way here. Okay, I added it to the bottom of the video. Okay. So anybody that's watching chat later on, and they can't watch it with the chat. Just wait, did it work? The chat. Just wait, did it work? I put it there. Why isn't it showing? I'm having technical difficulties here. Okay, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay, it's there. So the link's in the bottom of the description. Okay. Link says page not found. What? Let me click on it.
What would you do if you actually...
No, it worked for me. I just clicked on it. What are you talking about, page not found? I just did it. Like, I just clicked on it. It worked for me. Doug, okay, I just gave you a whole bunch of treats. No more. Okay, this is the last one. You can't have too much of this. This is like junk food. Well, it's probably not really, but... Come up and say hi, everyone. Come on up. Oh, his foot slipped right into my... Oh, Doug. All right. Okay. I think that's what it means. Yeah, I think that's the title. YouTube Ad Apocalypse Strikes Again. What it means for YouTubers. Yeah, that's the title. You gotta watch it. The link worked for Stephanie, but some people are not working for on an iPad. Well, iPads are, you really shouldn't be on the internet with an iPad. Worst interface there is. Trust me, folks. It don't work. I don't think iPads are compatible with the internet. Actually, I don't even bother with it because I have lots of problems similar to what you're experiencing right now, Cody. Anyways, you gotta watch it. Seriously, folks. Hey, you're a Duck fan, you gotta watch it because when you watch it, you're gonna go, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, exactly what happened to this guy is a mirror of what happened to the Ducks. Identical. Okay, like identical. So when you're watching it, it's exactly, except he was a big channel. He was getting like 3-5 million views a day. So. You had problems with YouTube this morning, Susie? Are you on an iPad? Or are you on a computer? Okay, now Doug's going to leave us alone. Mr. Fox is driving Doug nuts. I guess Mr. Fox or Mrs. Fox peed all over the garden on the tracks I showed you yesterday, and Doug is now in a heightened awareness state because of the markings left behind by the fox. Because now he's really, really anxious to go outside. Last night he went out with me at 10:30 to do the duck water, and he was just like wound out. He's just like, I gotta go outside, and it was like the last couple weeks he hasn't been going out with me at night to do the duck water. I go down by myself, and but last night after the sniffing of all the markings, because the fox must have just peed everywhere because Doug was going crazy yesterday. I guess he's getting ready for spring, when everything goes crazy here, and we have what you call it, all the critters waking up from the winter, so. You know what I mean? So. It sure looks like spring's finally coming. Today will be the last cool day, and then it's going to be, we're going to start seeing some zeros. It's still going down to 10 belows at night, but at least we're going to start seeing some zeros. And which means with the sun, it'll definitely be above zero. Things will be melting. But this snow, there's so much snow to melt, folks. I'm looking around, and it's like honestly, I don't remember the last time I've seen this much snow to melt. It's like snowbanks are freaking huge. It's big snow, and we could still get another dump. Oh, there could be like some big dumps coming. March is notorious for big dumps of wet snow. Oh, you could see some big snowfalls yet. To add to the snow we got to already melt. Oh. I had a problem with connecting to YouTube the other day. It kept asking me to verify my account. And it was like, it was the strangest thing. And then I was hit save on the video I was doing, and it said I wasn't logged into my account. Oh, it was, yeah, mud season. Oh, Vista. Mud. Oh, it's coming. When this all melts, it's going to be so muddy. And the ducks can't get out when it's really muddy because they'll tear the yard to crap. They're going to go a little bit crazy because it's, because this is going to be it's going to be a very wet spring when it melts. And the ducks are going to want to come out real bad. And I can't let them out because what they'll do is they'll drill the yard to crap. And I got to let the grass have a chance to come to life first before I let them out. But the pen is going to be like unbelievable amount of duck poop in there, folks. It is going to be so bad. Because, there's like where the ducks hang around, they're out the door of the barn where the stream number 3 is. That area there is about packed hard snow and ice. It's got to be pushing a foot solid of ice and snow packed hard, okay? And it's just layers and layers and layers of duck poop. And normally in the winter, we have melts, and I remember every single winter dragging the big hose out of the garage and washing the pen down. You always get those melts where you can get rid of all the poop and it washes so easy because of the ice, and you can wash everything gone. And we haven't had not one single one of those this winter melts like that to do that. So that means there's going to be like the thickness of duck poop is going to be, it's absolutely crazy. It's going to be so dirty, and the barn's going to be filthy because they're going to track it all into the barn. It's going to be wet. It's going to be bad. I might have to catch some in between melting when there's still ice on the ground, and then I can wash it out with the hose so that it isn't like 4 inches of duck poop, because all the ducks are going to be dirty. You had no thaw either in Michigan. I know this winter, right? No, like January. January is the spring thaw. You get that middle of winter where it gives you that burst of springness feeling, when the big melt happens. The old January thaw didn't happen this year. None. Just stayed Arctic winter the whole time. Oh, man. I can't remember. Honestly, folks, it's been a long time since I remember a winter this long and brutal. It's been many years. Like many years. Usually there's some kind of break in the weather. Not this year. And technically, really, honestly, folks, it's gonna stay winter till the end of March. It's just that it might warm up a little bit. I'm choking here this morning. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the tea. I'm not a big fan of it. It's not the same as black coffee. It's not. It doesn't do anything for me, I drink it, one of them, and I'm just not I'm a coffee guy. The Magoon's gonna have a lot of water going through it this year. I hope the swamp is so flooded. I hope this year, I honestly hope that there's so much water that the water comes back right into the yard from the swamp. That's what I'm hoping for. Because we need the groundwater really bad. Really, really, really bad. You know? You know. See you, Arctic Fox. Have a good day. Drive safe with the kids, eh? Why don't I try lighter coffee? Oh, I can't. I like coffee. I like strong tasting coffee. It's the taste. You know? I could probably try, like, I don't know. I wonder if they make strong coffee decaffeinated. I wonder what that's like. But I read many years ago that actually decaffeinated coffee is not even good for you because you actually need the caffeine to help speed your metabolism up to digest the coffee. So I read that many years. It could be a lie, but I read that many years ago. I don't know. I don't know what it is with this coffee. Maybe by summer, maybe you know, I don't know. I don't know. I think a lot of it's stress. I think that's what it is. I think that's why the coffee's not agreeing with me. You know, is it's like it doesn't make any sense why all of a sudden I reacted. But all the things I read about is a lot of it's stress induced. So the symptoms of stress, and I'm replicating it with a cup of coffee. So I mean, it's got to be it. Don't forget to put the seatbelts on the little kids in the car, right? We don't want to get caught by the police. Get a big ticket. And child services show up, take your kids away from you. Organize a poop-a-thon party. I'm washing her out, Susie. I'm planning on the melt. During the melt, as it's melting, I'm going to be doing a wash as it's melting. I'm not going to leave it all to the last. I'm going to be many days out there with the big hose. I'm going to drive the big hose from the garage, and I'm going to do the big wash many times so that it gets washed out of the pan. No. But I haven't changed brands, Tom Tom. It's the same brand. I'm drinking the same brand for, I don't know, 10 years? Yeah, you know, doesn't make any sense. And it just started. Well, it started when I got stressed. As soon as I got stressed. And it only happens as soon as I would drink the coffee. It was like bang, instantly. So it was very uncomfortable feeling. It took me a while. I think it took me 3 weeks to figure out what the problem was. Have a good day, Vista, at work. Don't work too hard. Hide as much as possible if you can. How long is your commute? 7:34? Or you live close to work and it's like you start at 8? I wonder if this is going to answer. She's already left. Did she like throw the iPad into the corner and leave? Oh, she's on a laptop. She wouldn't throw her laptop. I don't have any tummy troubles. It's the coffee. It's the caffeine. It takes you an hour to commute. My God. No way. Well, that sucks. I feel sorry for you. I really feel sorry for you, honestly. I used to live like that in the city commuting. It's bad. I feel for you. I truly do. Let's everybody just let's chime in here and compare on commutes. People who have to go to work right now. What's your commute situation? I'm curious on how long the commutes are of the current viewers of the stream here. Because I caught everybody right before they have to go to work. A question mark for commuting? Cuddly Cactus? Connie's got a 2-foot commute. I wake up at work. I sleep at work. I have ditches already, Susie. Oh, Stephanie's close. 10 minutes. George is a 2-minute walk. And Road Warrior is a professional fisherman. Your husband, an hour and 15-minute commute. My God, that's I used to have a life like that. The worst I ever had was I used to waste 10 hours a week going to and from work, and I didn't do that for long. I finally moved close to work. I said, I don't care. I'll live in the grungy area of town just so I don't have to commute. And then I always tried to, if I had to live farther away, I always worked it that I lived in the opposite direction of traffic. That's another trick I used to do, so that all the traffic, I was going against the traffic. So what I used to do is I lived downtown and worked out of town. Okay, so that when I was leaving to go to work, all the traffic was coming into town and I was leaving downtown. Doing the opposite. And it sucked. Well, it was fun living downtown, but it really wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to live in the bush, ironically. And I'm doing that now, but 25 minutes for Eric, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Caffeine keep me awake at night. I don't drink anything during the day. I only drink morning coffee. Cuddly cactus. Don't touch the stuff during the day. Have you ever had flooding? Nope. No. I've had lots of water here, but not flooding. I wouldn't guess, like, not flooding as like some people, like when rivers overflow, we don't get that kind of flooding happening here. There's no river. And last year, with the Magoon, it actually totally changed the water flow on the property. That there's absolutely no water near the house at all anymore. The Magoon changed the complete flow of everything here. And fixing the drain in my basement, when I dug out the whole drain there, that really fixed it. It totally solved all my water problems. There's no water anymore near the house at all. Even though my driveway used to get this water puddle, which I could never figure out where it came from because my driveway's got like 300 loads of gravel on it. It's so high, it's raised so much compared to what it was when I moved in here. And I used to get this big water puddle in the middle of the driveway every spring. And even that doesn't appear anymore. Well, it didn't appear last spring because of the Magoon. So it'll be interesting to see what this spring's like, because this is going to be the test of tests on flooding as far as water, anywhere around the property. I think this year I'm going to be blown away how dry it is here, even though we've got a ton of water here. I think, honestly, we're going to be, I'm going to be happy that it's not going to be as wet as I think it's going to be. Because the Magoon, with those the trenches going from the springs, go into the Magoon, that catches all the surface water. So Susie commutes from the hammock to the stove and then to the cat food and the desk. Yeah, but I sleep at work. I wake up. I work. I work up. I wake up in bed. Sleep. It's work. Because technically, my bedroom is the lookout post. So I'm really living, like I'm sleeping right at my job. I wake up and it's like I'm at the lookout post, for the predators. Because like Doug's, when I wake up, Doug's already working. He's sitting there looking out, looking for predators. So I'm not going very far. No. Unless you're translating in bed, Susie, you're not really waking up in bed. Are you translating in bed? Because then you are waking up at work. It'd be cool if your work was an adventure, like your commute. That would be cool. That'd be all right too. That would be actually that would be awesome. Writing in bed, you're translating, so then you technically, yeah, we're the same. We work at the same place. I closed the gates last night on the barn. These ducks. Um, I thought it was going to get. It was, well, they said it was going to be 24 below, but it didn't get there. It was 20 below. A big difference, eh? I'm telling you, it's really screwy right now because the sun is already coming through the window, and I can feel the heat in the kitchen picking up. The sun is so warm. It's coming, folks. It's coming. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Figuring the rest of the scenario. I don't know what the scenario is. Figuring life out? Let me know when you figure it out too, because I'm still trying to figure it out. But don't forget, folks, like I said, don't forget, check out that link below in the description of the video, okay? Because you gotta watch it. I'll post it again in chat here just in case later on. Seriously, you gotta watch it. It really, 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 really is. It's exactly everything I've been saying. Everything. Absolutely everything. It's 21 minutes. I know it's 21 minutes, but you know, please watch it. Then you'll be on the same page as me in my head, and you'll know, you know, like what happened to us here last year with the vegan love we received. You know, when they decided to change my course in life, my path. You know, when they decided to, you know, change a lot, when they decided to affect a lot of people, you know, I highly recommend it. I'm glad the person sent it to me. I forget, one of our users, I forget who it was, somebody with garden at the end of their username. She sent it to me. It's so, I've watched it twice. It's bad. Anyways, but watch it. I put the link below in the description too, so that you can watch the video. I really want you to watch it because I want you to all to be on the same page, so you know. Because you know, there's some big changes coming up here this year. Big changes. I'm gonna drag you all along for the changes too. We'll see where this takes us. It's gonna be interesting. It's going to be a real story, I can tell you that much. Oh, real story. Do I use high pressure sodium lights? No, my yard light is a low pressure sodium. I don't have any high pressure sodium here. But my yard light is a low pressure sodium. But I don't use it anymore because I used to use it when we used to work away from the property. I used to turn it on so when I come home at night. And so I would have light in the yard, but since I work at home, I don't even turn it on. I think I've turned it on once in the last 5 years, my yard light. It's the time when you watch the stream there one night there, I did have it on with a big snowstorm, and some people were commenting on how that it looked orange on the streams, and that's the color. It was causing the streams to be orange in the pen. That night we had that big snowstorm, because I wanted to lay in bed and watch the snow come down. A scriptwriter for real. What's real? I don't understand what real is. I mean real scenario. I don't know what that is, Susie. But I didn't know you were a scriptwriter. I knew you were a translator, but not a scriptwriter. I can't believe what they're doing about the comments too, Cuddly Cactus. Actually, that blows me away. I know some channels that have children in their show because they're family vlogs, and they've like had their whole channel disabled for comments. It's absolutely crazy. How are you supposed to have an interaction with your fans if your comments are disabled? How do you build a community if the comments are disabled? I don't understand how that works, you know? Like, I don't. I really don't. I don't understand. Okay, back to the animal thing that I was talking about earlier, is that now that you're not allowed to show, like, so if you find like a poor little street dog and he's all hurt, you can't show it anymore. So how are you supposed to, if you're going to rescue the dog and then you're asking for donations to save a dog, but people don't get to see how bad the dog is. They don't get to see, the fixing of the dog. You can't show anything anymore. Like you can't show, they are absolutely sterilizing YouTube. I don't understand it. It's like, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable, like what's going on. They know what they're doing, folks? They're turning the whole platform into TV. That's what they're doing. They're so focused on ad revenue that, because they're trying to silence us, but it's like they've turned like the whole platform. It's unbelievable. Like, they say that this new, the AI they're running, the algorithm that, the artificial intelligence that's running this algorithm that is going through YouTube, it is absolutely, like, they're not even close to finish yet because, there's literally hundreds of millions of videos on YouTube, but they're literally going through and they say it's like millions of comments are getting deleted daily because this is working through. Like I'm waiting for it to hit our channel, because also controversial comments. So if people are jump on your channel and they start saying bad things, like, die you mother effer and stuff like that because, you ate a duck or something, they could literally delete the comments on the whole video and lock the comments because of people commenting nasty stuff. Like, it's unbelievable. So it's like you could get trolled by comments, I agree, Terry. I totally agree with you that I think that this is a smokescreen to silence the truth. Because, literally the genie, is out of the bottle when it concerns the internet. Too much truth is coming out. Too much. It's unbelievable, actually. I love the truth. I'm a truther. I am. I'm not gonna lie. I want to know. I want to know everything. I don't believe much, actually. A lot of doubt happening here, Terry. It's crazy, folks. I don't know. They're and deleting people. That's unbelievable. And I think it's going to get worse. The deleting thing and the rollout of this comment deleting and stuff like that. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. Who knows? We need a new platform. Because this TV platform of YouTube now is not the same. I had to put a whole bunch of videos on private. There should be probably a lot more videos of mine that should be on private that show things that, that are like showing dead ducks. I had one that got age restricted. It actually was a morning video where I walked into the pen and it was an edited video and all I showed was a dead duck that I found and that he had died. And they age restricted the video because I found a dead duck in the pen. And I didn't show anything other than the dead duck laying there. I walked around the corner and the duck was laying there behind the tree. And I got notified, YouTube sent me a notification that I was age restricted. It's like, it's unbelievable. YouTube used to be free, like you could, adults, you could regulate yourself, Right. And now it's like, forget it. It won't be Twitch either. Twitch is controlled opposition, Cuddly Cactus. It's gonna have to be like a blockchain, peer-to-peer type format that no one person has control over. It's the only thing. Like I think like BitChute, that kind of stuff. It can't be a single platform anymore because as soon as it does, they're going to get bought up. Somebody will buy them. As in, Google will buy it just to shut it down. That's the famous. And then greed kicks in because whoever creates the new platform, all of a sudden you know, they get an offer for $1 billion, and you know, they've got, you know, 25 million or 50 million into it, and they get an offer for $1 billion, you know, to you know, they're going to do it. You know, they're going to take the billion and they're going to run, and then say goodbye to that platform. You know, whatever platform comes up is going to get bought. So it can't be a platform. It's got to be it's got to be a collective, I guess you could say, you know, type situation. A group effort is what it's got to be. Slaughter, yeah, Nick. That is exactly what YouTube was all about, because I went onto YouTube because, you know, like when I got into raising chickens, like I grew up, you know, my parents, you know, I grew up in the bush, half year in the bush, half year in town, my whole life, and you know, I got cleaning fish. You know, cleaning rabbits, you know, watching deer get gutted, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't know how to clean chickens. And I went onto YouTube to learn how to clean chickens. You know, like when I got my chickens in 2012, I had never cleaned a chicken in my life. So I went onto YouTube, watched a guy clean a chicken, and then I proceeded to do 135 chickens myself. You know, like, I ended up getting better than the guy I watched on YouTube. Anyways, but that's another story. We all have our things we accelerate at. Mine just happens to be killing and slaughtering and butchering. But that's what YouTube was about. You know, same with the gardening. You know, it was the same thing. You know, like perfect example, like the gardening. You know, but gardening now, that's safe too. But it might not be, because the vegans might say you're killing the plants. I don't know. But the Garden of Eden method. You know, if it wasn't for that. You know, that constant, you know, the no-till, you know, mulch method of gardening. If it wasn't for YouTube, I would have never known about it. Would have never known about how easy it is to garden. You know, like I would have never learned how to grow food with no effort if it wasn't for YouTube. You know, or skinning a deer. There's another one too. I remember one year I got 2 deer given to me one night, just out of the blue. A friend of mine had double tagged a couple deer. And he didn't want them because he already had tons of them, but he had the 2 tags, and he just phoned me up and said, "Do you want the deer?" I said, "Sure." And he brought them over, and I went onto YouTube, and it was like, how do you get the skin off a deer really easy? And went on YouTube, there it was. Boom, that's how you do it. I went in, so I got my rope, threw it on top of the tree, yanked it up, got the air compressor, jammed it into the deer, blew the deer up with the air compressor, spit all the skin off of it, and I gutted and skinned the deer in under 10 minutes. You know? Hooked the rope onto the truck, wrapped it around the skin when it was all blown up, backed the truck up and pulled the skin right off it. It was like, if I wouldn't have watched the YouTube video, I would have stood there. Well, I did actually the year before with a knife and cut all the skin off in the garage, and it took forever to cut the skin off, you know? So YouTube, there you go. You know, but YouTube now, you can't show that. You can't show blowing a deer up with air and hooking a truck onto it and pulling the skin off. You know, you can't do that. You know, you don't. That's a no-no now. They'd have to, you know, they'd have to blur it all out. You know, it's just bad. You know, it is. You know, it's a bad situation, folks. Things are changing for the worse. We've lost our freedom. I miss the old YouTube. You have to be careful about everything. They're taking the fun out of it, if you know what I mean. You know, they have. You can't, you know, you want to learn anything about real life on how to do something, you're not allowed to. Unless you can figure out through the blurring, you know, when they're showing stuff, and they're like, oh, through the blur, can I figure it out? The guy's blurred it, and he's got the knife, and he's cutting away, and you're like, I hope I'm doing it right, you know what I mean? You know? Well, Susie, that's what it used to be. You know, the Visual Academy, of where it was free choice, and you choose. If you didn't like it, you just stopped it and went on to something else. That was the thing. Change the channel if you don't like what you're watching. You know, but now, because of advertisers, YouTube now is like they're bought and paid for by the advertisers. You know, if you just go to the YouTube trending page, you want to see something, you know, bad. Because I remember you used to go to the YouTube trending page. I used to go to it all the time back in the day, because it would show things that people were watching. But now it's not what things are people are watching. It's what the corporations are paying to put in front of you. You know, like it's bad. You go to the YouTube, you know, like it's so frustrating. It's like You know, it's like here's another one for you. Okay, it's like eBay. You know, eBay was made by small sellers, mom and pop selling at home. Okay, and you know they would they built the whole site on independent sellers. Well, now YouTube or eBay is basically it's overrun with corporate sellers, big corporate sellers. Okay, and there's no more little guys are getting squeezed out, you know? So it's like times have changed. Times have changed. So the trending page today, so they've got a new thing at the top where you can click news, gaming, movies, music, but like right now, okay, so there's Jeopardy. I'm having a hard time believing Jeopardy's trending. The Late Show with James Coburn. Color me shocked. He's always on there. He's paying to be there, you know? Wired's on there. There's another corporate media one. Like it's ESPN, yeah, sure, yeah, right. Like it's just all big, corporations. Game of Thrones, yeah, they definitely paid to be there. It's like Netflix, yeah, absolutely. Like it's American Idol. Like this isn't the Ute Sportsnet. Where's all the little people who made viral videos that put some effort into it? The Creative Days, Guardian News, Jimmy Kimmel, of course, got to have a Jimmy Kimmel on the page, and Jake Paul. Oh, that guy is bad. Oh, folks, I don't have the link. I don't know if anybody even want to watch it. It's bad. Okay, so this girl. She's a conservative, okay? She's a conservative in the U.S. Anyways, they invite her to a podcast. And it was Jake Paul and his buddies, these three young lads, and they're talking to the girl, and she's pro-gun, okay? Second Amendment, allowed to have a gun. So, and she was truth bombing them. It was so bad. The truth bombing was unbelievable in this video. And it was just this girl, just one girl, and three guys. But there was a lot of soy at the table. I think everybody was drinking soy, okay? And I couldn't figure out how they were keeping their wrists straight too. I was waiting for the wrist that was bad. Anyways, so they were talking about school shootings and that how bad guys with guns get stopped with good guys with guns type scenarios, and the stats. And they were quoting all the stats they were quoting was all crap. And she was bringing the real hard stats up because they were fact checking her during the podcast. And they were discovering that they were wrong on everything they said. But the one part at the end, the part at the end was just really, really bad. The guy said, you need to meditate, okay? So that if you're faced with a bad guy with a gun, you can stop him with meditation, okay? I couldn't believe it. He said it, meditation, okay? You need to meditate. And then you won't need a gun. And it's on. The guy said it. It's on YouTube. It's like the guy. He's just that stupid. Meditation. It's like, oh man, I couldn't believe it. So maybe meditation could stop the coyotes from killing the ducks. The foxes. Think about it. If I meditate, I can keep the coyotes away from the foxes and coyotes away. If I meditate. You know what I mean? Like, it's just unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. Actually, I laugh when I think about it. Meditation to stop a bad guy with a gun. Getting robbed. Meditate. That'll stop it. It's like, I can't even believe, I've been giggling about it for a couple days, actually, folks, because I just can't believe it. But these young lads, they truly believe this. It's like, they're not even, like, it's unbelievable, actually. And I remember when I was that age, I don't remember being that flaky. I don't, but I know I wasn't. There was no way. There was no way I was that flaky. There's no way, no way. 25 years old, not. It's got to be the soy. It's got to be the soy. It is. It is. It has to be. Crystals and good vibes. The crystals. Maybe if the bullet ricocheted off the crystal, but then you'd probably get crystal fragments, and then you'd die from the fragments embedded in your body. It's crazy, folks. It is.
It is. We're living in one screwed up time. And you got to be so careful now on YouTube. Can't show anything. Oh, can't show reality. It's bad, eh? I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder if someone's going to come out with another site. Another place, you know? Like, I don't know. We went down a rabbit hole here this morning. Didn't count on that. Anyways. But watch the video. That I'm telling you again, I'm going to say that before I say goodbye, because I'm going to say goodbye and go do my breakfast. But you need to watch this video. Anybody that hasn't watched it, I know some of you already have, but I just posted the link again. But you need to watch it, okay? Because you'll really understand the predicament that the ducks are in, okay? You'll really understand it. You'll totally go, yeah, oh my God, Matt, I know exactly what you're talking about now. That, you know, what took place here, you know? Like, I know, Susie. I know. Stupid arguments, you know? But really, watch the video. I'm going to pound it into your heads. I want everybody so you can all see exactly, because what this video is absolutely exactly what happened to the ducks. Except this guy's channel got deleted for 45 days. We were lucky. We were only 22 days, you know? It was like, we still had our heads cut off just for less time. But his channel got deleted for 45 days. So, anyways. Oh yeah, you can share it. Share it with everybody so I can show people. But this is what, folks, I'm not kidding you. I watched it and I thought it was me, except the guy's a little bit bigger than me. But it's just exactly what happened. Exactly what happened to the ducks. It happened to this guy. And he had a really big channel. And he had connections at YouTube. He actually could pick the phone up and talk to people at YouTube. So, like he was plugged into the system, and it still happened to him. So imagine just a little duck channel, you know, with 60,000 people, you know, watching, you know, raising ducks to feed the homeless. Just a little guy, you know, in the bush in Ontario, Canada, with no connections at YouTube, you know. Anyways, that's the deal. Watch it. I recommend it. I really want you. It's like homework. That's what it is. It's basically homework. It's Duck Adventure homework, okay? It's 21 minutes. I know it's probably, you know, it's a long time, you know, for a video because, you know, short videos are always better to get your point across, but the guy has a lot of information in it. So it's 21 minutes. It's a 21-minute homework. So Stephanie, you got homework today. You don't have the day off school. Teachers giving everybody homework, all right? So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to post the link one more time because I really want you to see it. I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me this morning for the non-enjoyable tea that I'm suffering through. Doug says goodbye, as you can tell. He's relaxed now. He's had his treats. All right, what a dog, eh? I'm going to be letting the ducks out soon because it's got to be getting warmer here. It's 8 o'clock, and I can feel the heat of the sun coming through the windows. And Sunday morning we're back to stupid time, where it's going to be dark in the morning. I wish they'd just leave the time. Pick a time and leave it. You know what I mean? I'm going to be so tired next week because everybody's going to be. We're all going to lose an hour of sleep. That is brutal on you, losing an hour of sleep. I don't adapt well to losing an hour. Gaining an hour is not bad, but losing it, no. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, and thank you so much, folks, for your support on the show to keep the ducks going here and feeding our little babies. I really appreciate it, and I posted the GoFundMe thing on Facebook there. It's not in the link below on this, but I think on the main streams, yeah, it's on all the main streams. There's the GoFundMe for the duck feed. I really appreciate you helping me out on that. I appreciate you. You have no idea, folks, how much I appreciate all of you for what I'm going through here and sticking with me. You have no idea. You're like my Rock of Gibraltar, is what the duck family is. You know. Seriously, I'm not making this up. A little bit of a little bit of an emotional truth bomb here right now at the end, but that's the truth. I truly appreciate the support and being there for what I'm going through, and and I hope I come up with something really good that I can keep you all interested. It's gonna be like a train wreck sort of. You're gonna watch it just to see what happens. I know that's the type of situation it's gonna be. It is going to be a train wreck. You're going to just watch it to see, okay, what's happening. But There's some big changes coming. Big changes. And when you watch the video that I posted the link of it below the description, the video's there, you'll see, you know, I'm in a terminal situation, unfortunately. So that's the deal. All right, so I'm going to go, and I want you, everybody, to have a great day, and I'm going to thank you again, because I really, really appreciate every one of you in my corner. You have no idea. You have no idea. I really wish you could really know how much I appreciate you for real. So I can't even